What's up, everybody? It's your boy, the Dread Man, representing WWG, the Wrestle with Greatness podcast, and we're going to chop it up about some wrestling today. First things first, I want to talk about what conspired over the weekend with the choice of Jey Uso being chosen to win the 2025 Royal Rumble. Now, I've been a professional wrestling fan for the better part of 30 years, and the IWC, the smart Marxists we like to call them, have repeatedly showed me one thing. Y'all are never happy. Y'all aren't satisfied no matter what the result is. You ask for change. You beg for new stars to be pushed. You want a new main event. But then when you get it, you're not happy. In my opinion, they picked the right guy. First things first, despite what you may think of Jey Uso's in-ring work or his moveset, you can't deny that he is the most over guy in the company right now. Probably even more over than LA Knight, whose stars kind of fizzle out right now. Second thing, and John Cena himself alluded to this last July at Money in the Bank. He said that he would be competing in Elimination Chamber. So that right there pretty much spoiled the fact that he was not going to win the Royal Rumble. Third thing, now the WWE roster is stacked with more talent than there's arguably ever been. From CM Punk to John Cena to Roman Reigns to Drew McIntyre, and the list goes on and on. Not everybody can be in the main event. So why not give someone else a chance? Now, Jey Uso is more than likely going to be facing Gunther at WrestleMania. And I say, why the hell not, even though he's already lost once. I think that he's going to make up for his match with Jimmy Uso at last year's WrestleMania. And have you seen Gunther's in-ring work? Gunther can wrestle a wet paper bag and make anybody look good. For me, with Jey Uso's star power and Gunther's in-ring ability, I think this is magic happening in the making. Next up, is the potential WrestleMania dream match between The Rock and Roman Reigns dead? I'm not going to say it's dead, I'm just going to say it's on hold indefinitely. Now, everybody knows that, especially within the last 3 or 4 years, ever since his Bloodline story kicked off back in 2020, that The Rock versus Roman Reigns was the end game. That was the long-term goal. You can even trace it back to Royal Rumble 2015, 2016, when The Rock raised Roman's hands at the end of the Rumble. But it's unclear as to whether The Rock is going to be involved in this year's WrestleMania or if he's going to compete. But I ask this, is how long do you put this match off? How long do you postpone it before the fans start to lose interest and not care anymore? Because Roman Reigns is already 39 years old, and The Rock will be 53 in May. So I don't think that you should wait too much longer to pull the trigger on this dream match. And last but not least, I seen this interesting tweet, and I've been thinking the same thing myself, is Carmelo Hayes has been billed to be one of the next big things in professional wrestling, especially in WWE. But a lot of people feel like that he's going to go the Austin Theory route, where he's put on this pedestal as a big deal going forward, but nothing ever materializes. And he's got the in-ring ability, he's got the star power, and he's got the charisma. It's just that he's being booked to job right now. And me personally, I don't think there's anything wrong with that, because everything requires a slow build. For me, it's all about the long-term booking. You've got to build this so it makes sense. Also, you kind of have to put him in a meaningful feud and in a feud that makes sense, because he's stuck in the mid-card right now, and he needs that one big feud to elevate him. Now, other than maybe Sami Zayn, Carmelo Hayes is actually my pick to win the 2025 Money in the Bank. But like I said earlier, with how stacked the main event scene is right now, who do you put him up against so that he doesn't get buried? And I know that a lot of y'all are thinking, well, him and Braun Breaker more or less come from the same class, but yet Braun Breaker gets pushed as a bigger deal. Well, a lot of the fact has to do with it that he's a second generation superstar, and his uncle and his father are both legends. That has a lot to do with it. So Melo's going to have to pay his dues. But yes, I think that we, the fans, need to be patient with Carmelo Hayes' booking, because without a doubt, I don't think he is going to get lost in the sauce. He probably will main event a Big Four pay-per-view in the next, I would say, 2 to 3 years. Trust the booking. I trust Triple H in his direction. But anyway, guys, that does it for today's episode of the WWG Wrestle Greatness Podcast. You guys leave a comment, let me know what you think, and I'll be back with another video soon. Peace out.